Hey, I'm going to do something different this week, you guys. I'm going to do Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius in this reading. I'm going to get each one of them a motivation manifesto. Aries. All right, this one landed on the floor face down, so I'm not going to accept it. All right, Spirit, please show me Aries for this week. What does Aries need to know? What is their motivation manifesto? Motivation for Aries. What does Aries need to hear this week? Aries, whoa, that's a lot of cards. All right, I'm just going to go, well, all right, you got two. Nothing remarkable in our personal growth can be achieved without opening to love and unleashing its joyful fire into the world. Aries, you also got, we must not lose the urgency of this moment as it begs for us to begin something grand and important. So no matter what is going on in your life, Aries, this week, make sure that you don't get lost in the moment where you're getting distracted. And if there's something that is urging you to do it, to take charge, to take action, go for it. Okay, we have Saturn coming into your sign this week on the 25th. So this would be prime time, Aries, for you guys to go after what you want, seize the moment. And because nothing remarkable is going to happen if you don't go after what it is that you love. Okay, so let me get another card for Aries for this week. What else does Aries need to hear? One of the wisdom of the oracle for Aries. You got two, exchanging gifts, and we got be flexible. Somebody could be sending you a gift, Aries. Okay, bottom of the deck. It could even be a book, or maybe you read a book. But other than that, I feel like this is about you sharing your gifts with others. I feel like for some of you, Aries, maybe you're finding yourself exercising more, reading self-help books as well, or doing some type of work or study. And for some of you, it's like you want to buy somebody a gift, or somebody's going to be purchasing you a gift. Okay. But definitely I'm getting Aries eating more eggs, something about eating eggs, and playing in the garden and playing with animals, Aries. That's going to be really important for you. For Aries, God, you got 2, 2, and 2. Aries, you got the prince and princess. So you got the prince of summer, romantic, captivating, dramatic, and flirtatious, falling in love suddenly. And it is saying opening to love. It says being swept off your feet, the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. Okay. And then I do feel like this is where it's telling you that you need to stay grounded. Then you got the princess of autumn, which is the page of pentacles. Okay, that is a very grounded energy. So some information could come in and you're being asked to stay grounded as well. Happy news about your career, promotions, or scholarships. Well thought out plans that go perfectly, needing a little push to get going. Okay, so this week, Aries, be a little bit more flexible, because you never know when somebody's going to come in and say, hey, I need your help or whatever. We have the 3 of spring, and it says plan your next steps with an eye to the long term. Have patience. There are more good things to come. Satisfaction from a job well done. So I do feel like for a lot of you guys, this is the 3 of Wands. This is about you really planning for the future, planning your next steps very well in business. Okay, for a lot of you, Aries, this could have something to do with business, doing what you love. You have to be in alignment with what you love. Saturn coming into your sign is not going to let you do anything different. So keep that in mind, okay? So this is like having an eye on the long term. Get ahead of that right now before Saturn comes in and kicks your ass, okay? Saturn wants you to have an eye on the prize, an eye on the long term. And I think that a lot of the time we tend to ask for less than what we deserve, and Spirit is telling you it's time for you to ask for more. But it's going to have to be in alignment with something that you love, okay? It cannot just be something that pays the bills. Okay, this is also a business partner or someone saying, hey, you want to get together and, have dinner or drinks or whatever. I suggest doing it. I suggest being flexible and going out and just enjoying yourself, Aries. I think that would be really, really good for you guys. Okay, so that's this week for Aries. Let's go on to, and please watch your other placements. Your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. And you can watch for your Venus too. Okay, so what do we got for? What do we have for Leo? Spirit, please show me Leo. What does Leo need to hear for this week? What is the most important messages for Leo? And if somebody could timestamp these, that would be awesome. Leo, you got 2 as well. Our greatest personal power is the ability to take over our impulses and direct our minds to choices and commitments that will serve us. And the second one you got out are we are to be radiant, grateful, and buoyant people. My, does Leo already know that? Okay. So I don't think that, some Leos do. They do have a problem with stepping into their own personal power. And being that you guys do have Pluto in your 7th house of relationships, making sure that other people aren't taking power over you. Okay. But this could also be putting yourself into alignment with some pretty powerful people. And I feel like this is really a time for Leos to shine this week. So there could be something here about you needing to shine your light, Leo. Be bold, take action is what I'm hearing and seeing. And then what else do we have for Leos? And, really watch your impulses and the distractions this week, Leo. Okay, make sure that you're not being too distracted. Spirit, please show me Leo for this week. What do we have for Leo? And we've got time for a nap. Leo, it is time. Maybe you're overworking, overdoing something. Here, let's get one more card out for Leo. Woo, that's way too many cards. I'm only going to take the one that landed on the table. Come to the edge, Leo. And it's funny because it says we are radiant, grateful, and buoyant people. And man, does that not show buoyancy for my Leos. So Leos, this is about, before you take this leap of faith, it's like maybe for one half of the week, it's like things are really, really slow. And then all of a sudden things just start moving very quickly. So Leo, you're being asked like Aries to be flexible this week when it comes to like your plans. I know that Leos get really agitated when things don't go as planned, but that's kind of to show you that you really don't have any control, Leo. Get some sleep. And yeah, I'm almost like our greatest personal power is the ability to take over our impulses and direct our minds to choices and commitments that will serve us. I think you need to rest your mind. I really do. I feel like Leo's minds are working on overload right now. And then what else do we have for Leo this week? Spirit, please show me 2 cards for Leo. We've got the 3 of Winter. So some of you guys could very well need to, like, you could be healing from something. You could be sick. And that's why it's like, okay, and the universe got you sick on purpose. Maybe you've been just going. And now you're being asked to slow the fuck down, Leo. And we got the Emperor here, but I don't know. They're telling me to put it back. It's not yours. But again, actually, that's funny that came out because we talked about power and coming into contact with, somebody who is in a position of power. So Leo, you got the 7 of Spring. Be assertive. Don't back down for what you believe. Courageously standing up for yourself. And you got 5 of Summer. Trust that there's a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others and focusing on that which frightens or worries you. So, you got this one here. It says, reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from this situation. Sadness that will heal with time. Like I said, I feel like just for some of you, yeah, you could be going through something, that was sad or disappointing or whatever, because we do have the 5 of Summer here, which is the 5 of Cups. But it's like, okay, don't stay in that situation. And for those of you, I feel like some of you are, getting over a cold or the flu or something like that. And maybe it would be good for you to reach out and ask somebody to maybe go to the store for you and get you some orange juice, or, go get you, can you come over and make me some chicken noodle soup? Especially if you still have a mom around, Mom, or maybe it's your mom calling and saying, hey, I'm really not feeling very good. Could you come and take care of me? Could you come and spend time with me? So for some of you Leos, that could very well be the situation. But for others of you Leos, you could be blocking a certain situation as well. And yeah, I do feel like for some of you, you guys are blocking a certain situation. I don't know what that means for you. Let me know in the comments. Let me know how this reading resonates. Let me know if you guys like this format. And please check for your sun, your moon, and your rising signs. Okay, what else do we have? We have Sagittarius. Okay, Saggies. What do we got for my Saggies? Spirit, please show me Sagittarius for this week. What motivation does Sagittarius need? And please, if you guys have gotten this far, please comment, like the reading. Sorry, my nose started itching, Sagittarius. So, what the heck's going on here? It wasn't itching until this point, and now it's like going absolutely haywire. The main motivation of humankind is to be free, to express our true selves and pursue our dreams without restriction, to experience what may be called personal freedom. You know, that word keeps getting thrown around with Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Like, we are going into the elements of air and fire in this next go around. Like, we're done with the earth and the water bullshit. We are now going into earth and air. Fire and water. Oh my God, fire and air. Okay. And so you fire signs are really like, this is going to be your energy. You guys are not used to the grounded, the wham, wham, wham energy. Listen, I understand. I'm fire, earth, and air, or fire, earth, and water, excuse me, in my chart. I don't have any air in my chart, which is funny. But you guys are up. And so this is about like that go-getter attitude. But also, while you're being authentic, make sure that everybody else is being authentic as well. But I also feel like, you know, this is about freedom to express yourself, freedom to, you know, take time off your job if you need a mental health day. You know, the freedom to come and go as you please without having this restriction, like you're going to get in trouble if you call in and say, hey, I don't want to come into work today. I'm actually having it's not because I'm sick. It's because it's actually a really nice fucking day out and I really just want to do nothing. It's none of your business what I do because I don't even know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I think we need to get back to that place. What else do we have for Sagittarius for this week? We must ask if our desires to feel safe and accepted are in fact enslaving us to popular opinion and to boredom. That happens quite a bit. So making sure that you're not, you know, like, to be liked is more important than doing what makes you happy, if that makes sense, because you're going to get bored and that's not going to fly for you guys. Like, that's just not how Sagittarius is operate. I'm going to be honest with you. That's not a Saggy. So work on not, you know, I'm just seeing freedom. Like, Sagittarius need to run free. What is that? Run wild, out on the edge of time, child, carry your dreams away. Nothing can harm you now. Isn't that a song? Run wild, out on the edge of time, child, carry your dreams away. Nothing can harm you now. So it's like, just gone with the wind is what I'm hearing for Sagittarius. Gone with the wind. What else we got here? What else do we have for Sagittarius for this week? What do we have for Sagittarius for this week? Okay, yeah, all the glitters, and we got truth be told and co-creating. Sagittarius, are you guys getting a new job? And you're spilling the beans? The mask is off. Okay, that's what I just heard with Sagittarius. And that's funny because we talk about, you know, pursuing our dreams without restriction. And I feel like for all of you, it's like the gloves are off. If you're getting a new job, you're going into it and you're just going to be who you are. This is who I am. Take me or leave me. I'm definitely getting you putting out like, you know, maybe to the world on social media, whatever, like you're finally unveiling what you're doing and you're telling people, okay, this has been going on in the works and now this is actually what's happening. And so you're unveiling that to the rest of the world, Sagittarius. But this is about you co-creating. And I feel like for a lot of you, Saggies, you are co-creating with spirit and you're also co-creating with others. So just remember that all that glitters is not gold, Sagittarius. So do keep that in mind. And what else do we have for Sagittarius for this week? What else do we have for Sagittarius for this week? I also heard somebody's going to show you their true colors. We got the sun. Plans that work out perfectly. Amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations. Gratitude for the blessings of life. The sun, you know, like I just see a lot of like yellow energy here in your reading, Sag. So maybe surround yourself in yellow. You know, and go out, out into the sun. For some of you, maybe you are getting out into the sun more. I just heard you need to stop lathering so much fucking chemicals on your body when you go into the sun. So we got unity. Do the right thing for the right reasons. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you. A spiritually minded community. So this is about, I feel like just, you know, definitely about traditional values. Okay. That's what I'm getting here for a lot of you Sagittariuses. Wow. We have the sun. We have two major arcanas. You know, get out of your head. There could be some type of unfounded fears that you're like telling yourself. You're all worried. You could be staying up at night, you know, but this is like really trying to move you towards your happiness. So stay optimistic, stay excited about the choices and the you know, the I don't want to say that they're obstacles, but the new path that's being created right there in front of you. Yeah. And get honest about what you want. Get honest about your desires. Get honest about how you feel. And yeah, for some of you, you guys are absolutely fucking petrified about this next phase of your life, but I'm going to say don't be. You take one step towards the gods and they're going to take 10 steps towards you. And I feel like regardless of how you're feeling and the fear that you could be feeling right now, Sag, I feel like you guys manifested this. So I don't know. I mean, you got the sun here and you got, you know, the unity card is also about commitment. You know, what new things are you committing to? What new communities are you committing to? Nine of Winter, unfounded fear, focusing on worst case scenarios, allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the problem. Get out of your fucking head. Get some rest. You know, it's funny. Some of you guys might have Leo in your chart. Leos were told that they needed to get some sleep. So I'm going to say the same to you. I do feel like Sagittarius, there's new windows of opportunity that are here for you now. And I feel like keys, somebody's going to be giving you a new set of keys. You could be coming into money, a promotion, a new career where you're getting paid more. I think you're going to be able to learn a situation. Other people are going to learn from you. Yeah, I definitely see you getting like a set of keys. There could be 2 keys. So it could be keys to a building, keys to a car, whatever. If you guys are looking for a loan, there is also a loan here, or money could come through. Make sure that somebody's not lying to you for money. All right, I'm going to leave that there. This is your weekly reading. Let me know in the comment box if you guys are, if you guys like this format. Yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Check out your sun, your moon, and your rising sign, and we'll chat again soon. Take care.